Buy your New England Ford dealers and Ford Trucks, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years.
After the green three, it's a 32-point Celtics lead. Tatum 1 assist away from a triple-double. Does it himself and banks it in.
After flirting with the triple-double the night ago, Jayson Tatum almost got it, but didn't. 23, 11, and 9, 1 assist shy from a triple-double. He would have been the first time in his career to do that, but a phenomenal night by Tatum and the entire team. Welcome, everyone, to Celtics Post-Game Live. The C's, they go on to win this thing 133-101 against Milwaukee. I mean, it was a mollywop, really, from the start all the way to the finish. Chris, Eddie here with you. Chris, what's your takeaway overall?
Well, nothing says the Celtics are so back quite like not being able to get Jayson Tatum the final assist. This feels like it used to happen all the time back in the day, pre-Achilles injury. And they had so many chances at the end of the third quarter. It was about the only thing that went wrong for them. I love the last play where Tatum actually whips it over to buzzer beater king Peyton Pritchard, and he can't even knock it down. But Tatum continues to marvel, like his ability to just bully to wherever he wants on the floor, to knock down shots comfortably. This has been the biggest development in the recent stretch, where he just looks super, super comfortable out there. And when you can limit his minutes while he's still putting up and flirting with triple doubles is super impressive. His chemistry with Neemias Queta is on full display as he gets, more comfortable with that pick and roll. It's just like such a good sign for where this thing is headed. And you don't take too much out of it when it's the Bucks on the other side. But knowing that these two are developing that sort of chemistry could be really important in the postseason.
Yeah, moving forward, it definitely could be super important, because what I've been liking is we're not jacking up a whole lot of threes like we had did in years before, where we're just relying on the three. And if the three doesn't hit, then we don't play defense. We don't get back on defense. Then we give up points on the other end. We're playing defense. And then on top of that, when you talk about Jayson Tatum and what he's been doing, remember about 2 weeks ago, everybody's like, I don't know if he's going to be okay, man. He's shooting 5 for 15, and he's not shooting that ball particularly well. 8 for 16 tonight, super efficient with 23 points, still flirting with a triple-double. You got to think about the last 4 games he's compiled and who he's played besides the Bucks. Because I don't know if it's a combination, which I believe it is, a combination on how really good this basketball team is. Because we got whatever we wanted. We're in the paint, 56-22 in the paint, and 33 assists and only 9 turnovers. So we got what we wanted. It wasn't because we're that good offensively. I think that has part to do with it. But Milwaukee's atrocious. Their defense is atrocious.
I'm glad you said it.
Poor Doc.
I'm glad Eddie said it.
Poor Doc.
No, but when you look at them, look how they played. They constantly were collapsing the lane. We were able to get whatever we wanted, even when Jaylen Brown was in the mid-range. He got what he wanted. Peyton Pritchard with fadeaways. Jayson Tatum on the one clip we showed where he took 2 dribbles to the left, just kind of came back with the one-leg jumper and knocked it down. We got whatever we want all night long. And listening to the broadcast, it's weird that they made 23s, and this is back-to-back games. The team had made 23s, and we had blew them out. And that's really that shows something to not only offense, but also our defense as well. We're not giving up any tools, any easy baskets. We're forcing them to knock down threes.
Yeah, and the one other big picture thing is you step back. So, looked like pretty much everyone in the Eastern Conference won tonight. Celtics magic number down to 3. Any combination of wins and New York Knicks losses will get you to the finish line of that 2 seed. But just the way the Celtics are playing feels way more important than locking up the seeding, because right now they are rolling. The good first quarters, everything's going well.
That was my takeaway too. I mean, 53 points in the first quarter the other night. You have 43 here tonight. Jayson Tatum just 1 assist is shy from a triple-double, and then you have all the starters in double figures at the half. And like Eddie mentions, when you are able to just move the ball, spread the ball around, Jayson Tatum right now, 20 assists over the past 2 games. So it's not just about him getting his. He's feeding other players, and it's working. All right, he's standing by. Actually, I lied. Neemias Queta is standing by with Abby Chin postgame.
Nimi, back-to-back games that this offense has been executing on another level. What is fueling this surge?
My I think we're just playing with great pace, exhausting all the options, looking for good looks, and we got great shooters, we got great decision makers, and great finishers as well. So we're getting good looks, and once we manipulate the defense, we're able to knock down shots.
Making the most of it. You had 4 blocks tonight defensively, but also recorded your 1,000th career rebound. It's clear how much confidence you're playing with. Where is that coming from?
Yeah, it's becoming kind of like second nature for me. Getting to understand my teammates, getting to understand how to get them open, how to figure out how to score down the paint, and rebounding is something I've been doing for a long time. So I'm glad I got the 1,000. Let's get to 10,000 or whatever more I can get.
Finally, you guys have 5 games left in this season. How are you feeling about where this team is at as you look towards the postseason?
Yeah, I feel like we're trending in the right direction. We're playing great basketball. We're looking great offensively. Our defense is picking up a lot. So we just want to keep on owning into these skills and keeping on getting better, because we got these last 5 games to finish strong, and then head into the playoffs with the best momentum and to go full steam ahead.
Certainly did that tonight, Nimi. Thank you. Congratulations.
Neemias Queta, 19 and 10, finishing out here tonight. I love what he said. 1,000, let's get to 10,000. Let's get to the next 1,000, because that, you guys, is the mentality of the Celtics. We just heard Eddie House saying, all right, Milwaukee, they ain't great. But the Celtics being able to capitalize in various ways, from Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all the way to Neemias Queta, this is a complete team right now.
Yeah, Kayla, they are firing on all cylinders. I think Jayson Tatum looks better by the game. If he had played the fourth quarter, who knows what kind of line he would have ended up with. Certainly would have had his second consecutive triple-double. Scal, as I, again, turn to you. This is fun. This is the 3rd time we've done this season, because we had that extra makeup game thanks to the NBA Cup. Scal, what was your big takeaway from the game?
That the offense is really clicking. There's 25 different ways they can beat you. They can beat you with individual play. If you put 2 on the stars, they're going to find the right guys. The timing of cuts, breaking open, finding windows to catch and shoot. I mean, I just don't know if I can find an offensive weakness from these guys right now.
And it's a team that was already second in the NBA in offensive rating for different parts of the season. They were first, and that's before Jayson Tatum came back. And as he knocks the rust off and gets in game shape, they just continue to hit another level. Now, granted, Miami is not the same Miami defense we typically see. The Bucks are a joke. I mean, do you think Adam Silver watches the end of these Bucks games and the Antetokounmpo's fooling around at the end and says, we need to fix this tanking, man. This has gotten out of control.
I know. You know, I feel like that's what the league is right now, but they're still, like, this game on Sunday will be important. You know, with against Toronto, they're trying to win. So there's a few in there. Charlotte's trying to win. The Knicks. So there's a few in there that are going to be important. But sometimes these games could be hard for a team that as good as the Celtics are. You still got to get up for the game. You still got to play with energy. And I asked Joe, what do you got to do? He's like, execute. You just got to. It doesn't matter who you play, if you execute and you focus on the margins. And they did that tonight. Really, it's really shocking how they can play so well yet give up 21 threes or give up 24 threes to the Heat, but still completely dominate the game. So I find this team really impressive, and I'm looking forward to all the games that do matter down the stretch. And you mentioned I didn't get a chance to do the game, but the Atlanta game was a good game. You know, it's like there are a few in there, and I think we'll get a few, at least with this push towards the end, we're going to get a few meaningful games to see where this team is at.
Yeah, you were chilling in Miami when we were doing that Hawks game. It's Scal, this is our last road game.
You know, I was working.
No, you're chilling. This is our last road game of the season together. Do you have any favorite memories from
this year?
Hanging out on the road?
Yeah, man. Hanging out with my man Jim Edmonds in the back of the plane.
That's right.
And him just absolutely destroying me and Drew when we don't do something right. If we're like 2 seconds late for sound, I love that. I love that about him, because like I'm at the point now in my life where not many people hold me accountable.
Yes.
Except for Jim Edmonds. So, Jim, we appreciate all the things you've done. The road can be challenging at times. Look where we're at. We're like 150 feet away from the court, but you always make it amazing, and you always hold me accountable, which is you're like one of two people in this world that do that. So I appreciate it.
It's not necessarily what you want to hear, but what you need to hear
That's
every
right.
time you ask Jim Edmonds how something went. But if you ask the Celtics how this one went tonight, I'm sure Joe Mazzulla would have 10 to 15, maybe 20 possessions. He would want to change Kayla, but overall, another dominant performance from the Celtics.
Awesome performance by the Celtics. Also, it kind of makes me sad because I love seeing you two on there. I always want to know what story beneath the story is happening between you two. So cheers to Jim Edmonds. He's the best. And Drew, as much as we love you, but there's no one who can replace a Jim Edmonds. So I don't know if you're going to be able to carry the weight the way that, you know, Jim has done for this time. But, hey, he's passing the torch to you, so it's on you now to make Scal accountable. All right, we'll see. We'll see if it happens. We got a whole nother season. The Celtics win this thing, 133-101, the final. Jayson Tatum, you see it there, 23-11-9. One more. He would have had a triple-double for the first time in his career, going back-to-back games with a triple-double, but he still has more time to do that. So we're going to dive into his highlights. You're going to hear from JT next.
Celtics Post-Game Live is presented by your New England Ford dealers and Ford Trucks, America's best-selling trucks for